Jonas, how sweet, how emotional is this victory?
Yeah, it's of course very, very emotional for me. Yeah, oh sorry. Coming back from the crash. Yeah. Sorry. No, it's. Yeah.
It means a lot. It means a lot.
It means a lot, and all the things I went through in the last 3 months. Yeah. It makes you think of that, and yeah, I would never have been able to do this without my family.
You must be a very proud man, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be here, and yeah, it means so much to win a stage, especially to win it for my family. Yeah, they were there supporting me the whole time.
Talk to us about that attack from today. You responded in your style. You came back and you made the difference.
Yeah, I couldn't follow the attack he had. It was a very, very strong attack, and I just had to fight. And actually, I didn't think that I would be able to make it back, but I just kept fighting, and yeah, I made it back and started relaying with him. And yeah, a bit surprised I could beat him in the sprint, but of course, yeah, it means so much to me. I'm so happy about the victory today. It's really, I would never have thought this 3 months ago.
Do you believe that you've won a psychological battle today against Tadej?
I didn't even think about that. I was just only thinking about doing my own pace, and yeah, then later on doing the sprint.
Thank you. Enjoy the podium.
Thank you.
Even with his 2 Tour de France victories, we have never seen this level of emotion from Jonas Vingegaard. And everyone I've spoken to within this team, Robbie, over the last 3 months has said the same thing, that this has been incredibly emotionally, psychologically difficult for Jonas Vingegaard. And that's something they haven't really wanted to talk about, quite understandably, because it devastated him. It scared him, I guess. And just hearing him talking today gives us a tiny little glimpse of what he's been through. We will never know. Only he and his family and team will know what he's been through over the course of the last 3 months. But it certainly puts all of it into perspective, doesn't it?
It does. It's 100% the most emotion we've ever seen from Jonas Vingegaard. And understandable that he wasn't able to contain. He's normally so measured, so calculated. Just then, I think he started to recompose himself towards the end of the interview and said, is it a psychological blow? Have you won the psychological battle? And then he said, I haven't really thought about it. Oh, you did too. I reckon anyone in the world would go.
I think he's getting tired of these questions, to be honest, because he's just focused on himself and executing, you know, the best races that he can do every single day. From what he's come back from, it's just, it blows my mind, actually. He was in intensive care, let's not forget. This was such a...
He could barely breathe.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we've just got to really reiterate that. And, you know, it's just unbelievable.
And I think these are the kinds of narratives that we foist upon riders and upon a race. Quite rightly, it is our job to put it into context and to tell the entire story. And yes, there has been a psychological blow, but that will be felt by Tadej Pogacar more than anybody else. For Jonas Vingegaard, clearly he's not thinking about trading any kind of blows. He's just riding his own race from his own personal journey through hell to get to this point today, Adam. And that was so clearly evident in that hugely emotional interview.
It's just magical. I mean, what we're seeing, and we see the emotion from it, we have our understanding of the situation and we feel what we feel. I cannot begin to imagine what he's been through or even comprehend the emotion that he's gone through. It must have been such a roller coaster, you know. There could have been times where he wasn't sure if he'd even be alive, never mind competing on a bike again. And here he is, winning a stage of the Tour de France against his arch nemesis, basically, and putting him to bed in a sprint, which we've never seen him do before. The bloke must be like so happy right now, and I think everything must well up. But I don't want to feel. It's sad looking at that. But it's such a joyous moment. It's amazing. It's incredible for where he's been to where he is now. It should be celebrated massively. And
for his family as well, I think, and I think that's what really hit home to him there, and that's where the emotion came from, because I think he was thinking about, you know, his team behind the scenes, his children, his daughter. You know, he had that Paw Patrol tattoo, didn't he, on his hand at the start of the tour, and that is perspective, and that's what he said he got from that horror crash. And this is the emotion flooding out. He didn't even expect to be here, let alone to be winning on one of the hardest stages in the tour.
He is known to be such a strong family man. He will have needed the full support of his wife to get back on the bike and to get into this Tour de France. This is her sacrifice as well as it is Jonas Vingegaard's. There is so much more that goes into winning a stage than we can ever properly comprehend.